What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, Professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Yeah, it's about that time. Let me get this up and running. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Hold on, I got to do this a little better than this. Let me move everybody around here. There we go, scatter board. Boom. Okay, all right. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, Jersey.
Before we begin, we got to send out our sponsor. Thanks again, and sending out, to Juan Castillo and everybody at 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me put the little banner. Let me put the banner right here, man. I gotta show them some love, man. Show them some love. Fellas, how are we doing today? How y'all feeling on this fantastic Friday night?
Blessed and highly favored.
Amen,
Peace
brother.
Peace to the gods in the earth.
Right, crazy, y'all. Oh, so I'm trying to get this over here situated here. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing today. Nope. I don't like that. Okay, I know why it's doing what it's doing because I usually have a background for it. Sorry, people that's watching. Your boy over here tripping. So fellas, we are in the thick of things in the NFL playoffs. I am so excited. Ruck, I know you're excited. Your team get to chill out and what up, love? Your team get to chill out and just sit back and watch everybody else play. How you feel about your Green Bay Packers get this cool, calm bye, man?
Nah, the thing that has me the most excited about the bye is all the news that I'm getting that people are coming back. We started the week with Bakhtiari playing last week in Detroit, which was a good sign. We did learn that Jair Alexander is practicing. Randall Cobb is practicing. Whitley Merciless is practicing. Big Z made it back this week.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm feeling good that we getting some bodies back. Pause.
Oh, man, come on, man. You got to say pause, man. So, we got some highly contested games this week, man. Some games that I'm looking forward to, as you know.
Let's go, Cowboys!
Oh wow! You just woke up with your violence, huh? Okay, it goes here, man. Okay, all right. So, with that being said, I just want to read off some of these games. I was gonna type it, but I said nah. I'm just gonna read it off. So we got the on Saturday, January 15th, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Bengals. That's at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We got the New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills. That's at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. And on Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 1 p.m. My San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys. That's 4:30. And also Pittsburgh Steelers at Kansas City Chiefs. That should be a good one. See what Big Ben does. And on Monday night, which is actually pretty dope, I think, a Monday night playoff game. We got the Arizona Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Rams, as the NFC West represents very strong in this playoff race. So, with that being said,
can we start with the Niners and Cowboys on some real?
I was gonna say, yeah. What game are you excited to see this weekend? How about you, Ruck? What game are you looking forward to seeing?
I mean, for me, I really am excited to see this 49ers and Cowboys game. And I was joking before about the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are a solid team,
I agree.
but I think if there's anybody that the Cowboys did not want to match up with in the first round, it was the San Francisco 49ers. I think the 49ers have, and I think this goes back to the Harbaugh era. The one thing that the 49ers have been very consistent about is being a very physical football team on both sides of the ball. So I want to see how Dallas is going to be able to match that. I want to see how Dak is going to handle this pass rush in this really good front seven. Can he manipulate these linebackers? Can he manipulate Fred Warner? Can Zeke get on track? Can Tony Pollard get on track? How much are they going to miss Michael Gallup? And then on the other side of the ball, what do the Dallas Cowboys do, or what does Dan Quinn in particular do to slow down this Russian attack and slow down Deebo Samuels, which I think has become the star of that team.
Oh yeah, he pretty much so. Chris, and then I'll go off on my tangent.
Well, I think with the 49ers in general, I know Ruck was joking about let's go Cowboys, but I do think he needs to root for the Cowboys. I don't think Green Bay Packers want to play the 49ers in their first matchup. I think 49ers are a bad matchup for the two teams in the NFC that I feel like the 49ers are the worst matchup for are the Cowboys and the Packers. If I'm being totally honest.
How so?
Agreed.
Green Bay's run defense isn't the best. Neither is Dallas. Dallas is turnover pro. Dallas defense gets a lot of turnovers. The same way that Green Bay gets a lot of turnovers. And let me tell you something about y'all coach, San Francisco's coach. He will run the ball. He will say, you know what? I am not going to let Jimmy G lose us this game. And he will commit to running the ball. And they can control and keep a game close enough to get a dub like they did against the Rams. I think that was a significant win. And I had to basically be a cheerleader for a certain somebody on this, on the air that's a Niner fan to let him know what was really happening. But I honestly think the worst matchup for the Cowboys is the 49ers. The only difference between them being a bad matchup for Green Bay is Green Bay got Aaron, and he can overcome.
Mm-hmm.
He can. But I still think it's just not the team you want to play. Anybody, honestly. Say that again?
No. I was going to say, just as my brother Chris always so eloquently puts it, Dallas got all the pressure. They not playing with house money. They have entirely all the pressure.
All of it.
Because everybody's been asking all week, okay, y'all told us all year that y'all was real. Are y'all real? And you at home? Like, they have all the pressure. The winning that they have done this season only adds to the pressure of this moment.
I will say this. I do think if Dallas could get by the Niners, if they do get by them, I do think, you can see them in the NFC Championship game. I think they got a case to make it. I just think out of the remaining teams, the Niners are just a nightmare matchup for them. They just are. And, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. I haven't been excited to watch a Cowboy 49er game since 97.
Oh, Aaron, please. Here go Aaron. Here go Aaron. Let's go Cowboys and let's go. Ever since Aaron has been rooting for the goddamn Warriors, you seen what happened, man. Oh, my God.
All right. I just want to say something. Warriors need to get their shit together. And I know they're beating like Chicago right now. They're beating them by like 45 or something. Wow. They was like destroying them before we got on air. But I'll just a quick caveat. The Warriors have looked that, and Steph is in the worst slump I've seen in his career. I'm not saying that he's still not great. I'm not saying that he's still not my favorite player. I'm not saying that he still might not win the MVP.
Right.
I'm just saying, as of right now, he is in one of the worst offensive slumps I've seen him in his whole career.
All great players.
Yep, absolutely agree. We're going to get to that though. Here he go. Get the 49. What? Oh, I'm gonna let you handle that quick.
So here's what I'm saying, right? He said they got 3 titles since I've been rolling with them, and they ain't won since then. So I love what you guys are saying about the 49ers. I have to agree to a certain extent that our run defense is good. Our defense is physical. Our even our line is really physical. I appreciate that. What I am afraid of is Jimmy G will unravel all that. And I say that because I talked to Chris about it numerous times. Talked to you about it sometimes, Ruck. Kyle Shanahan, since game 6, has done a great job of keeping the ball out of Jimmy G's hands, right? He said, we're going to run the ball. Jimmy G, you're going to do less. You just see someone open. You just beat the zone. It's going to be there. Little out pass. Nothing crazy. But I tell you what Jimmy G has found the way to do. Jimmy G has found the way to F that up on every step of the way.
Wow.
Okay? Let's be real. The last game, thank God, our defense was able to play ball. Thank God Matthew Stafford played like he was back in Detroit in that overtime. Thank God going into the second quarter, Matthew Stafford and freaking McVay said, hey, we're going to freaking get into an empty set and we're going to throw the ball at they've been manhandling us and give us the ball. Jimmy G threw 2 picks that should not have been thrown. Now, I tell you this. Do I want my 49ers to win? Yes, I do. But I will tell you, and I hear you, Chris, saying, wow. But we can't play catch up every single game. Let's just say we go on and beat the Dallas Cowboys. We can't play catch up to Green Bay. You know why? Because Aaron Rodgers loves to play catch up. Aaron Rodgers loves to be in these situations. He yearns for it. And let's not forget, we played Green Bay early during the season. All right? We almost won. But then Aaron Rodgers said, okay, enough of that. Let's go. What I hope to see, okay, now I'm going to be positive, Chris, because I know, you were saying, Jimmy, because you had to read me the game because I was just done with it. What I hope that Jimmy G does is make good reads. If we get behind the 8 ball, it's going to be tough because let me tell you what the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to do. They're going to send that rookie, Micah Parsons, to bring havoc and hell to Jimmy G. That's what he's going to do. Now, I wonder what it's going to look like if Jimmy G gets the ball and he can really exploit Micah Parsons being a rookie. That's going to be another situation. And also,
well, I'm gonna tell you this now. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Now
he better pick on somebody else.
Again, when you're a veteran, you see stuff, you've been there. That's what we're looking at. But I really hope, and then I'm gonna be quiet because I know we got other games. I really hope that we continue to run the ball and we continue to be aggressive. Our front 7 on defense, I'm not worried about. We do have some questions at cornerback, but I'm hoping that our front 7 can razzle Dak enough, razzle Zeke enough in their running core so we can stay in the game and make this run. That's what I'm hoping.
Hey, Chris, I got a question for you.
Chris, I think that you're on mute. Chris, where'd he go?
You there?
Hello, are you done? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you done? Are you done?
I got that video for you. I got that big
You. Let me tell you something. You
Hey, Chris, I got a
ungrateful.
question, though.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
got
Go ahead, bro.
a question for you first.
Go ahead.
All right, so the football savant that you are, brother, would you pick on Trayvon Diggs in this game?
No.
no.
You wouldn't try to poke at him a little bit. I feel like I was trying to poke at him.
You know what, right? You know what? So I was thinking the same thing, but it's 50-50. He's, someone said that he's the Jameis Winston of the cornerback position. Because
That's actually not a bad comparison because he's a lot of his interceptions are fortuitous at best.
Oh, look at that fortuitous. Oh, look at that boy.
Ooh, look at that boy. Look at that boy.
Ooh.
So I do understand it, but because a lot of his interceptions are fortuitous, you pass something up and it's just like a little behind, and he's just always got the luck on his side to get it. You know what I mean? So I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 with picking on him. I personally wouldn't, only because I don't think just going into this game, the 49ers are some juggernaut passing offense where you go, you know what? Deal it over this way anyway. Like, I think the strength of them winning this game is on the ground anyway. So I wouldn't want to stray too far away from that.
I agree. But
to get back to this ungrateful nigga, Jimmy G is the reason you even in the playoffs. You get down on your knees and thank that man.
Hell no. Because if it wasn't for Jimmy G, we wouldn't need those games because we would have beaten
Let me tell you something.
Seahawks and we would have beaten the Titans.
Let me tell you something. You can say a lot about Jimmy G.
And I am.
You can say a lot about Jimmy G.
And
you know one of the one things you can also say about him? He's a winner. He wins. He wins. And you know what happens when he don't play? The Niners lose. They lose all the time, yo.
God is on his side.
Facts.
God is on his side.
Yeah, the Niners, they lose all the time, man.
Do you think
all the time?
It was a question. Say, do you think Parsons could handle Debo? I mean, I don't.
He's not. He won't be matched up on Debo because of the way they're going to utilize Debo.
Right.
I think the thing that they have to look at, and I think the thing that they're going to do is, are they gonna put Trey on Debo, or are they gonna let Brown kind of shadow him because Debo plays a lot in the slot and different things like that.
He plays in the backfield and all that.
Yeah, so Quinn has a lot to prepare for, but I think Shanahan has a lot to prepare for too, because you are not going to understand or know exactly where Parsons is coming from, the way that they utilize him. And you can't sneeze at DeMarcus Lawrence being back too. So and listen, the other thing about that I find really unique about Dallas's defense, even the people that we have tried to forget about, they have gotten stuff from this year. Like Randy Gregory has been solid for them this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's a couple different things that are going on, and it's gonna be a good game. But I think this is going to be a ground game where Zeke is gonna have to step forward. But I think ultimately, just like it did with the Rams game, and just like you guys benefited from Jimmy last week, in the end, it's gonna come down to Dak and Jimmy. Who makes the play?
Gosh. Oh.
And you know what? And you can say what you want about Jimmy, but in that type of situation, Jimmy has proven to have made more plays than Dak. And I love that. I love Dakota. Okay? He's a great guy. Dakota Rain is a great guy. But Jimmy G has proven that in big spots, he can deliver. Now, maybe he doesn't deliver in every big spot. And maybe he doesn't get you there the way you want it every time. No, but he can get you there.
Oh, my God. Shouts out to Trey Larkins, co-founder, producer, star of the show, Wise Guys Podcast. He said, "We will see you at Lambeau Field next week, Marquette Sutton."
See, even he believes in Jimmy.
You know why? Because he hoped that he had to play us instead of the Cowboys.
Well, he wouldn't play the Cowboys because Cowboys are 3 seeds,
Right.
so Cowboys would go play whoever the
No, but I'm talking
whoever
about
the two is.
downfield. I'm talking about down the line. I mean, but again, it's yeah, man. No, first of all, he said the last Swiss Army knife Dallas played was number 7 from Saints. No, that's a whole different knife we're talking about. So, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope that the Niners win, but I will be nervous, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have much to say about that. Another game that I'm interested in, looking at is the Patriots and the Bills. I think that someone said again, these crazy stats that they have up. They said that this is the first time a team played each other 3 times in 40 days, which is crazy. Looking at that game, do you think that Bill Belichick is going to be victorious, or do you think that the Buffalo Bills has figured it out and they will find a way to win? Chris, I'll start with you.
I don't believe in Josh Allen.
Okay.
I don't. So, show me. I don't believe in Mac Jones neither, but I saw what Bill Belichick did with Mac Jones the last time they was in Buffalo. He threw 2 passes, and they ran the ball 157 times. Controlled the game, controlled the clock, and dared Josh Allen to beat him, and he couldn't do it. That's what I believe in. So, listen, I don't know. Buffalo might win. I don't know, but I know I like the under. I know I like the underdog, the Patriots, to cover the spread. I say that.
Okay. I just want to read Trey's comment. He said, no, I'd rather play the Cowboys, believe it or not, than the Niners right now. The Niners are scary, which is why I'm so pissed at the Rams for not beating them last week. Okay.
Trey, you're a smart man. That man's smart.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, but I'm just, like I said, usually, you know what? So funny. So this is what I said earlier in the season. I said, you know what's going to happen? And I don't know if it's going to happen because I'm not Negro Dimes like Chris Ruck. I said it'll be funny out of all the years if the Niners get far when they're not supposed to get far. I said that's how the Niners has been playing. Like they're going to be the team that's going to come up and win when they're not supposed to win, and they're going to get.
They got all the ingredients, my man. They really do.
I know. Which is
all right. Worst quarterbacks have won than Jimmy G. Okay. Worst.
Trent Dilfer.
But if we're gonna talk about Baltimore, we can stay there. Joe Flacco. He's just as good as Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen, Brad Johnson.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he can do it.
He can do it. Okay, true.
I do want to say this about that next game, right? About the Pats Bill game. I think I really feel like I don't think that Bill can do that again. I think the strategy that they had early in the season for him to go up there and say, okay, listen, we're just going to run the ball. I don't think in the playoffs that you can do that again because some of those strategies that happen during the season, those are those one-trick ponies that you just get away with for that 1 week, right? I don't think that he can do that. I think he's going to have to depend a little bit more on Mac Jones, and I can't wait to see what him and Josh McDaniels are going to dial up. Now, I want to say this too: if Josh Allen does not produce in this game, he solely should go back in that boat with Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, right. Oh man,
he should go back. He should go back in that boat with Carson Wentz because even if, and I don't know if you guys have read, but some of the reports that came out earlier is that even the Colts GM is really lamenting that move that they made. He's saying, "Listen, we thought it was going to pay off bigger dividends than it did, and I don't know who's going to be here next year." Wow. And now will Josh Allen's time run out in Buffalo? You know what I'm saying? But for a team that's supposed to have the edge, this game is going to be in Buffalo. Buffalo is the more offensively talented team. Buffalo should run away with this game.
I don't
But
think they are
again,
though.
and I don't think so either, Chris. And again, one of the things that people never really talk about, pressure is a mug. Unless you're a Mario brother, pressure bust pipes, right?
Mhm.
And you're talking about pressure. Listen, Buffalo's the home team. They're supposed to be a Patriots team that doesn't have a good quarterback, as they usually do, and they lost the game with a Patriots quarterback only throwing two attempts, 3 attempts,
Three attempts.
you know, and now they have to worry about that, right? It's the same thing. Like Trey said, I would love for the Cowboys to win this game because you know what? The pressure would not ease up on them because then the pressure would shift if they got to come to us. Mike McCarthy goes back to Green Bay. The
You know,
last time Dallas was in Green Bay, he has to travel down Mike McCarthy way to get to the stadium. Like, I love that type stuff. Bring that because we're going to see who Mario brothers in the playoffs.
True. So looking at all this, right? Chris and Ruck, and I agree. So I think that Bill Belichick. One thing about Bill Belichick, he is really smart. And Bill Belichick, what I think he's been doing is once Bill Belichick realized that, okay, well, I know we're going to make the playoffs, I'm going to ease up a bit. My playbook is really going to become very pedestrian. I'm not going to show a lot. I'm going to show you just enough. You know, Mac Jones, whatever happens, happens. We're going to save it for the playoff. Also wanted to let you guys know that Julian Edelman bet 100,000 that New England and Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I saw it.
You know, but that's another story.
Wait, so Trey had a good comment. He said, "How can you say that Josh Allen at least led the Bills to the AFC Championship game?" Yes, he did. A lot of, for them to get to the AFC Championship games, a lot of things fell Buffalo's way.
Yes, it
It
did.
really did. You know what I'm saying?
New England didn't have a real quarterback.
I'm not saying that Josh Allen is not going to be good, right? Or shouldn't be the odds-on favorite. But tell me a big game that he played that he dominated, that meant something. Just give me one. I'll wait.
But also, and like you said, Ruck, and I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Josh Allen had all the pressure on him, you know, because everyone was saying that the Buffalo Bills are favored to at least make it to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen was supposed to have this MVP like season, which he did not have.
Also, they're not the favorites in the AFC.
Right. Not the favorite.
They're supposed to be the ones that can challenge the Kansas City Chiefs.
Exactly.
And Tennessee Titans are the number one overall seed.
Yeah.
Without Derrick Henry, even though he's going to come back next week.
Right.
But without Derrick Henry, the Tennessee Titans became the number one seed in the AFC.
And then also, one thing about Bill Belichick, again, he plays mind games with you. What he's saying is, okay, Josh, you think you saw something, but that's not what you saw in film. What you're going to see on the field is not what you saw. But not only that, but for Mac Jones, there's no pressure on this kid. There's no pressure.
Not at all.
Every game is a learning experience for him. And this is something that Bill Belichick wanted and didn't have last year. Bill Belichick had a lot of issues at the quarterback position. Cam was coming. It was the COVID. It was a lot of things going on. But Bill Belichick has a young quarterback that he's molded, that he's continuing to groom. So Josh Allen, you have to prove to the city of Buffalo, of Orchard Park, that this is your team. Because you were supposed to be in the first round bye. But
or if you don't, Josh, the Griselda boy is going to be on you. Black. But here's the other thing, though, right? Mm-hmm. And we got to say this, and I'm going to go back to Chris's point, right?
Okay.
The easiest way to beat a high-profile offense, a gunslinger type quarterback, right? And this holds true for everyone. Run the ball. And what did the Patriots do in the first game?
Run the ball.
They ran the ball. And what does that do? It limits the offensive snaps that the other team gets. So if I'm limiting his opportunities, if he makes one mistake, we good.
Mm-hmm. True. Now, Trey, so I do want to talk about that. And I want to talk about another team that have pressure. excuse me, if you guys don't have anything else to interject, for the subject. But another team about pressure is the Rams. The Rams have a lot of pressure. Trey, I agree with you. He said I agree with Josh Allen and the Bills having the most pressure, but Matthew Stafford and the Rams had the most pressure to win this weekend. He said I might be getting far away than y'all show.
Who said that?
Trey Larkin.
He said that Matt Stafford got the most.
Yeah, he said Matt Stafford and the Rams had the most pressure to win this weekend.
No, I still think it's Josh Allen in Buffalo.
Okay.
They got the listen. If you lose to the Patriots, are playing the worst football they've played all year. He just came off of beating them.
But they have
Josh Allen is the heir apparent. This supposed to be the Bills' time to run the AFC. Don't nobody believe in Mac Jones like that.
Nope.
Obviously, the Dolphins just fired Brian Flores,
sure.
And the Jets. So the Bills are supposed to be that next great team coming out of the AFC East. I mean, at least with Matthew Stafford, and don't get me wrong, he got a lot of pressure on him, but at least you go, man, he got to go against Arizona. He got to go against San Francisco. When healthy, Seattle, like he's in a gauntlet over there.
True.
So, I still say it's Josh Allen. Josh Allen got a big contract without ever winning an NFL MVP. Lamar Jackson has. He off his first year of actually being good, big contract. Lamar has already been proving he was good year after year. It's like he got a lot of pressure on him, yo. He got a lot of pressure on him.
Raymond B. Bennett, man, peace, God, peace, praise, and blessings, man. Always love him when he come in the show, man. Appreciate you. Trey Larkin said all the moves the Rams have made and the trade for Stafford pressures on the Rams and Sean McVay. They cannot be one and done.
Yo, I agree with that. They can't. They can't. I mean, this is a pressure-packed moment. But here's the thing, and I think the same holds true for the Rams. Who's playing the best football right now, right? Mm-hmm. And right now, Arizona's offense is struggling just as much as the Rams' offense is struggling. Now, I think it'll be a little bit different because they are expected to get D-Hop back. JJ may be back, so it'll look different. But it's the same analogy, and this is what the playoffs bring about is who can survive the pressure, right? Because even in that San Francisco 49er game, I felt like the Rams kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit.
Oh, they
I think once they went up 17-0, I think they did things, especially defensively, to let the 49ers get back into the game. And for me, the pressure is not only on McVay, but listen, is Von Miller going to show up?
Oh no!
Listen, and I'm not taking a shot, but I'm being for real. When you're playing alongside of Aaron Donald in that front four that they have, his production should be way more than what it is. I already understand what's going on with Beckham. Cooper Kupp is that dude. I understand what's going on there. I want to know what Von Miller is doing. And then you bring in Eric Weddle off the streets. Is there something going on with Tyler Rapp that you want to talk about? There's something different there. So again, people got to figure this stuff out. Is JJ coming back to the mix going to hurt them, or is it going to help?
He ain't his brother. Nobody care about him. No, I mean, you know what? It's to me, honestly, I would have to say the Rams have a little more pressure, and here's why: because Sean McVay.
Whoa! I'm not saying no. That misconstruing me. I didn't say that the Rams have more pressure than the Bills. I said Josh Allen.
Right. No, I agree. Okay.
Josh Allen, point blank, full stop, has the most pressure coming up in this playoff. Now, if you want to talk about teams, it's a combination of the Rams, Dallas, and Bills in whatever order you see fit.
True.
But from a player perspective, Josh Allen got the coin, just like that did.
True.
Yo, y'all supposed to be. You supposed to be it. Show and prove, nigga.
Yeah. No, that's true. No, I definitely understand what you say. No. But I was just saying, far as team wise, Chris. Now I agree with you on that. But from a team wise, again, like Trey, I had to agree with you, and Ruck, I gotta agree with you too, and Chris, and you always. But I think that the Rams, what they did was, they added pieces. They did this, they did that. Sean McVay was supposed to be this guru. Let me tell you something. When I said fuck Sean McVay, okay. When he went to the end zone and he's slapping his high-fiving his players and he's happy, and like Michael Jordan said in the last 10, and I took that personally. That's what I said. You know what?
Man, you sound like a hater right now, yo.
I am a hater. Come on, fan. Like, sit your little ass down, man. Sit down. We've been stomping on you 5 games straight, and here you go.
Hey, man, he drew that play up. He was happy.
Okay, it was nice, but again. But what happened after that? What's going to happen? And I agree. Aaron Donald is one of the most prolific defensive tackle. You put him anywhere, and he's going to do his work. Von Miller, what's up? What is the defensive coordinator drawing up? Because they should be wreaking havoc. Like, everybody just knew that once Von Miller came there, it was going to be a wrap. But I mean, again, now are we going to say, hey, the Rams, they didn't play together, let's give them another sheet? Like, what's going to happen? That's what I want to know. But I want to see how they are going to play against a Cardinals team that's familiar with them, that's seen them before. What is this offensive guru, Sean McVay, going to do? And I think they have a lot of pressure because they have the pieces that they need. Matthew Stafford came from Detroit, with in that dumpster fire over there, but say, hey, guess what? We're going to play ball. I got you. He was looking great. But once the season started to trickle down, Sean McVay trusted him a little bit too much, in my opinion. So it's going down, though, man. It's going down. And
hey, Chris, he could Josh Allen, he could do what Bart Scott said.
Can't wait.
Get him one of them blue chews.
Man, I don't know, man. He needs something, man. He needs something. Another game I want to ask you fellas about real quick. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but I know, Chris, and again, maybe you coined it from someone, but you was always, always talking about playing with house money, right? And maybe because, you're pretty good at your job of gambling and betting. You always talk about house money. What do you think this Pittsburgh Steelers team is going to look like against this Kansas City Chiefs? Is it house money, or is it like, why are they even here?
Well, the Steelers are there because of Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
The Steelers are there because the standard is the standard.
Hold on, wait, Chris. Before you Raymond B. Bennett, you gonna like this one because Chris about to go in, and so is Ruck. I'm just gonna take my soda and just sit here and relax. Go ahead, Chris. Please finish.
Mike Tomlin has shown year in and year out that no matter what obstacle comes around his way, no matter how distractions, whether it be AB, Le'Veon Bell, or Big Ben, the incompetence of the Steelers front office for not having a succession plan for Ben, no matter what, running out Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges or whatever the dude Duckworth was a couple years ago, that Mike Tomlin's going to make it work. He is always going to get the absolute, I use a phrase that I got from a movie saying is the juice worth the squeeze. And Mike Tomlin squeezes every bit of anything he can get out of his football team every year. He needs to be respected as such.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it multiple times. Sean Payton has 3 losing seasons with Drew Brees as his quarterback. 3 of them things. Not Mike Tomlin, though. Mike Tomlin not having 1 losing season. Mike Tomlin being one of the oldest tenured coaches in the league. Mike Tomlin now being the only black head coach in the league, and I feel like this isn't the first time he's been the only black coach of the league. The Steelers are where they are because of him and what he gets out of his team. With that being said, they are going to get smacked, but a successful season for a Steelers team that people didn't even think was going to win 6 games.
Exactly. Ruck?
You know what? There's nothing that needs to be said to follow that. I mean, Mike Tomlin has epitomized black excellence in coaching since he has stepped on the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers organization. And that has to be applauded. And I think, again, he's doing it, and just like Chris mentioned, he's done it with major handicaps. Like, Big Ben's play this year was a handicap. Absolute handicap. And he did a masterful job to keep them in games and win games that have gotten them to this point. And listen, just as much as people are fearing San Fran, trust me, people don't want to play Pittsburgh either. Because here's the thing, and especially now you go to the quarterback situation. What if Ben says, you know what? I'm gonna have a flashback. Right?
Wait, of being in Georgia, or okay, I'm sorry.
Yo, you wild. Wow.
Speaking facts, though. He's speaking facts.
But yeah, he is though. I can't afford. But if he has a flashback of playing good, let's put that out there. If he has a flashback like that, you mean to tell me that you think Kansas City can hold up to what they have on offensively with good quarterback play?
True.
And a solid running game? So again, the pressure is on Kansas City. Mm-hmm. It's not like this is a layup for them. They worried about this game. They are worried about TJ Watt. Trust me, they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you that they're worried about TJ Watt. I don't know about anybody else, but
sometimes that it can.
That's all you need.
Because here it is. You know, the NFL playoffs is much like what the NCAA tournament is.
Oh, right. You took the words on my mouth. Man, I'm gonna just rip the paper. Go ahead.
It's that one shining moment, Chris.
And Ruck, to add on, this has not been a regular NFL season where everything has going to plan. Right? This has not been a regular NFL season like the top teams have been dominating. We have seen teams lose that should not lose. Last week, the implosion of the Indianapolis Colts. Don't know what happened, right? This has not been an ordinary season.
No, listen, you are acting way different, big fella. And I say that to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, forget the Mahomes rate. What you been doing all year? Because I don't know if y'all remember, what was it, the 3-4 start, the 17 to 18 picks. Like, that was a lot. Hey,
I mean, no, Patrick Mahomes was on the slump. I ain't gonna say that he wasn't, and but I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's the gambler in me, even though I do like a backdoor cover by the Steelers. But that's a betting lingo. Anyway, I just don't think that the Steelers are going to be competitive against the Chiefs at all. Honestly.
Raymond
gotten their stuff together.
Yeah, Raymond Bennett said if he has a flashback, he'll just go back to sleep.
Yo, for real. Like, there's been nothing in the Steelers' offense this whole year, other than the Chicago Bear game. There's been nothing in the Steelers' offense this whole entire year that made me go, ooh, maybe he digging in the bag this game. Nah. Now, I know Juju Smith might be coming back for this game. He's been out. Seems like he's been out all year. I don't know exactly what week he stopped playing, but I don't see it. I see the Chiefs are far and away better, and they're not Indiana. They're not the Colts because they're not led by Carson Wentz, a fraud of a quarterback. They're led by Discount Double Check Jr. Okay, so
former MVP.
Former MVP. So in Patrick Mahomes, I trust at least against the Steelers.
Yeah,
Steelers are the worst team in the playoffs.
Too. Hey,
Steelers are the absolute worst team in the playoffs.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, just off subject, real quick. Did Carson Wentz turn into what was the dude name? Sam Bradford? Did he do the future and put the mask on? Did he run up in there and put the mask on real quick?
Whoa. You know what?
Damn.
You might be onto something.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
You might be on. Is Carson Wentz out here robbing niggas?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo, you know what? And what's so sad is that he has a running back, because Jonathan Taylor, playing well. Defense playing well. You just had to man the ship. Just steer it straight. Look what happened. Wow. And you know what? I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because I think the show, I know. Because I was like, man, with the injuries and blah, blah, blah.
Nah, bro.
But what I saw last week and for the past few weeks, oh man,
listen, I'm gonna say it like this. And I mean no disrespect, so all disrespect intended. I never believe Bible thumpers that be talking that ish, because it always comes back around that you wasn't really praising them like you said you was praising them, because you ain't show up. So I'm just saying, man, Carson, we might have to have this discussion. And the crazy thing about it is he's going to get another opportunity before Cam does.
Yeah, I think I've seen enough from Cam. I'm being honest.
Hey, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, listen, I was in the trenches with you with Cam. Okay? I was in the trenches. I thought he got a raw deal.
Don't jump off the bandwagon, Chris. It's just the back brakes. Once we get the back brakes done, we good.
Yo, let me tell you something. You go take your hoopty down to whatever shop you got to get it to. I'm out. Thanks for the ride. It's been great. See you later. Sayonara.
Chris, you sound like Trey. Oh, what's up? TC said Cam's a bum. Of course he'll say that now. You sound like Trey in Boys in the Hood. Let me out.
Yo,
let me out.
Let me out, sir.
Let me out.
I was with it. I said, yo, this year, I was like, Last year, I turned a blind eye to a lot of things. And I still thought, him had something left. After this year, not whatever left. Whatever he had left.
Yo, Ruck, I want to agree with you so bad, right? Because I want Cam to play. But, man, when I saw the last few games, I said, Cam, why? No, stop it.
Hey, listen, I will say this. Like, I really say in the last couple games with Carolina, I think it was 50-50. But, I think one of the worst things that you could do with a quarterback is one, do not give him a chance to establish a rhythm, and then two, disrupt the rhythm. Like here it is again, right? Say what you want. Like the two people that did the biggest Sam Bradford moves this year was Carson Wentz and Matt Rule.
Fair.
They put the mask on and say, "Yeah, give it up," and are not being held accountable. Like, let's get this corrected, man. Let's get this corrected.
I'm on your side with that. I just, as far as Cam is concerned, Cam used to be a bad man, and now every time I see Cam, I be like, damn, Cam is bad, man. Like,
that is. Oh my God! Hold on. Let me see if I can get that in. Don DeMarco.
I'm just.
Bang.
And nobody was rooting for him, man, more than me. I wanted him, and I hate New England. He had me watching New England games last year. I wanted everything for Cam. And, that show that he put on against Seattle, he looked like old Cam. That show that he put on against Buffalo, when they lost on that last drive, he looked like old Cam. This year,
he looked like
man, your arm is too big to be one hopping 10-yard passes, fam. I'm sorry. Your arm is too big to be one hopping 10-yard passes. Yeah. Well, your finesse just never been there. He's like a Ferrari or like a Mustang. He all muscle, no finesse.
That's why I love Chargers. I got a question, guys. So jumping ahead, talking about quarterbacks that people say are finished. Deshaun Watson. Now a lot of people
are decide that.
Right. But a lot of people are saying, well, if you didn't have nothing to do, why don't you just settle and just so you can come back and just get your money? You don't care about playing football. And I just want to hear what you guys say about that, because it's a person, again, because I've been listening to NBC, he has a big ass mouth, and I didn't realize he was like this. I really thought he was a little humble than this. But what do you guys think? Again, and I know we talked about it, and Raymond B. Bennett, please chime in, good brother, about Deshaun Watson just saying, let me just give you the money just so you can just leave me the hell alone so I can get back to playing. What is your thoughts on that, Ruck?
I'm still of the belief, even though it does look damning on all sides for Deshaun with the situation, I'm still of the belief that the Texans did this. I really am, and because we all know that players in the NFL have had situations like this,
right,
that did not come to light, right? I find it very ironic that it was not only a player that asked to leave the organization, but a black quarterback, right? But, the funny thing about it is, I think, even though it's harder at the quarterback position to miss a full year of playing, I think this may, in turn, lengthen his career, and all he needs is an opportunity. I think everybody knew where Deshaun's trajectory was, and it's sky's the limit, because he has everything that you need at a quarterback position. He is in that next class of elite. So I think it's just the opportunity. I would have loved to have seen him get the opportunity in Miami with Brian Flores. I would have loved to have seen that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, because I think this year he still has a long way to go on that contract. So hopefully, he gets released this year, or they cut him or something. But I would love to see him get another opportunity to play.
But do you think that he should have just copped out and said, hey, let me just settle this out of court so I can hurry and finish playing?
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, if he's sticking to his innocence, who am I to tell somebody to say that you did something that you feel like you didn't do? And especially, we know that there's always three sides to every story. His version, their version, and the truth. So when the truth hopefully comes out, hopefully he'll be vindicated, man. But it's sad to see that they made this come to pass with him, because they, just like J.J. Watt had said to him the year that they were walking off the field, he said, we wasted another year of your greatness. This is the NFL, and its fans have been robbed of another year of seeing how great Deshaun Watson could be.
Right. Chris?
Well, I don't think him trying to settle his court case was going to get him in the league this year anyway. His problem wasn't with settling. His problem is with the Texans. Those are two different things. Now, even if he settled all his stuff, he still didn't want to play for the Texans. He still said he wasn't going to play for the Texans. So him settling his personal affairs to get back in football wouldn't have made any difference. And as a matter of fact, the Texans are the ones who chose not to trade him several times when the trades were available, because they were trying to prove a point that we will pay you to sit down and make people forget about you before we let you go and do what you want to do.
Nigga.
Yeah. And at the end of that, nigga. So I don't think.
Say it one more time, Chris.
At the end of that, nigga. So, yeah, I think, I don't think that was going to change anything. And for anybody to ask of that, like we had the conversation last time we did the show. I love football. We all love football. It's just a game. That man, real life is on the line with with those cases that he's dealing with right now. His relationship with his fiance is on the line. You know, his reputation is on the line. Football, it ain't worth it. Especially if you feel that you're innocent. So.
Right. TC, I mean, I would have to agree. I mean, disagree. You said Deshaun is the classic case of pornography wrecking your man. Again, that's allegedly. And the reason why
pornography. What happened with pornography?
I'm about to say, and it wasn't even pornography. It was alleged that he was getting massages. That it was inappropriate.
Nah, TC thinking about Jimmy G. He just ain't want to say it.
Right. Now, see, if you start to talk about the guy who actually named porn star Jimmy, then I'll be like, I disagree, but I see where you're coming from. And see, that's
too much porn.
And shout out to TC, but at the same time, that's the shit that Deshaun Watson got to clear up. If somebody thinking he's involved in something that he's not even involved in because of all the situations that's going around.
Well, so I brought this up because Peter King, right? You know, he's a journalist, and I thought Peter King was a pretty humble guy. I would hear him.
Nah. Fuck Peter King.
Right.
You fell for that. You fell for that banana in the cell, Mike.
Nah. So what I'm saying is that, you know, Peter King was cool for a little bit. Over the years, he's really starting to show his ass. And yesterday, I'm listening to him, and like you could just hear his gobbly turkey chin. And just get mad and Deshaun Watson, that's just so stupid. Why not just settle out of court so you can get paid your millions of dollars? But
he got paid his millions of dollars. He got paid this year not to play.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I said, so I'm driving. I'm like, but you dumb fuck. It's not his decision. It's the Texans that don't want to let him go. And I'm screaming. And see, like you said, Chris, and this is the sad part because you got people that's making these decisions. Like, this is his real life. Outside of football, like, here's the thing. So anybody can say anything, and I'm just supposed to say, yes, okay, yep, yeah. All of a sudden, I want to get traded because the Houston Texans don't give a damn about nobody. Look at what they did J.J. Watts. Look at what they did to the organization. Because I want to leave, now all these 182 people come out, the woodworks? Come on now.
Hey, listen, the writing is on the wall. They made D-Hop a villain when he left.
Yeah.
They made Deshaun a villain with his situation.
But TC, you said, have you read the scripts? But TT said, have you read the scripts, the transcripts from the victims? But at the same time, TC, how many times have we read transcripts from people and they're lies? Complete lies.
But the scripts don't got nothing to do with porn. Even if he was masturbating or trying to get them to jack him off, that's still not porn related.
Right.
I mean, his situation with the masseuses, allegedly, is that he slid in a lot of their DMs to come give him massages.
And
then, when it got to certain points in the massage, you're going to happy end this or what?
Right.
And whether that is true or false, if it is true, it can definitely make women uncomfortable. It is unprofessional. I wouldn't, it's not rape, but it's definitely an unsafe work environment. And steps need to be taken so that he doesn't do things like that again. His career doesn't need to be taken away, but steps need to be taken.
Hold on, Chris.
What?
TC, how about your owner? How about your Robert Kraft?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's caught in that.
What about him? His old ass was on camera.
TC don't want to talk about that.
He said, then he goes, if I was a show, I'll castrate myself. How about your old ass nasty owner? Talk about him on camera. There's no alleged. He was on camera caught doing the do.
You know why it became alleged? Because Bob had enough money to pay off people for that case to go away, because that case went away. They were they were ready to go full charges against him, but he had enough connections and money so that thing went away.
Now you're talking about he deserved it. It's the thing, bro. He was caught in a whole prostitution ring.
Yes, a keyword.
A whole ring.
Prostitution
ring. Not prostitution ring. Sex traffic ring.
Oh,
because the girls that were doing the act were sex trafficked to that spot. So once you get that involved in it, sex trafficking supersedes prostitution.
Listen, let me tell you something, TC. Just because he played a couple Meek Mill songs, we ain't letting him off the hook, and we ain't gonna let you off the hook neither. So
okay, wait a minute. I thought we was finished.
Yeah, and that's what he was playing, like he was in the movie Taken when they was coming out, talking about I'm a boss. Man, get out of here.
But you see it though, right? And listen, we love TC.
Yeah, we love
great. But you see how when Big Ben is involved in like some rape shit, it's viewed one way. Right, but then when Deshaun Watson is viewed in something, is caught up in something, is viewed a totally different way. You know what I mean?
Yo, TC stupid.
He said he thought he was helping a young lady out. No, she was helping him out.
Listen. And the crazy thing y'all won't say about Ben, Ben moving back to Athens after this playoff run.
Oh yeah,
how was that not wrong?
Like you said.
He ain't even from there, though.
My man Robert Kraft, after he got the massage, he turned over and said, okay, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Had that young girl smacking him more. That's disgusting.
When you seen that Aston Martin, you thought it was ready?
He said Ben is a pig. Well, because he's also a Patriots fan, so I can see why he'll say that. But he said Ben is a pig. Ben is, I just never... Big Ben was the epitome of I can do whatever I want to do. He broke team rules numerous times and still got the
Listen, Jerome Bettis told y'all he was who we thought he was.
Hines Ward, who had to put paws on him, from what I heard.
Told y'all.
Hines, nobody liked him. Again, I knew it was trouble when Big Ben rode that motorcycle and he got into the accident. He wasn't supposed to ride that motorcycle. After he had all these other allegations against him, just didn't care. Kraft just an old man looking for a friend. TC, shut your mouth. So then why don't you be his friend then, man? Why don't you let him come down to your gym and why don't you put a table out there for him? I bet you won't let none of your clients rub on his old wrinkly ass then. I bet you won't. Bet you won't. TC something else, man. TC something else. All right, man. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. We can get into this all day. Oh man, I want to talk about the NBA, fellas, real quick. I want to jump into the NBA. I know, Chris, you were talking about Steph shooting is bad. He's in a crazy slump. Any team that you see that is really making a good and Ruck chime in too, obviously. Any team that you see that's like really starting to kind of get your eye a little bit, or is it the same team that we always been, watching?
Well, first and foremost, let me say Phoenix Suns. So, MJ ain't fucking coming for my throat because I didn't mention Phoenix Suns.
Wow.
So the Phoenix Suns are really good and have a chance of winning the chip. All right, Em? So now with that out of the way.
Okay. He ain't gonna hear
I gotta say, the Grizzlies have impressed me.
Yeah.
Yo,
The
Ja
Grizzlies-
Morant is something different, man.
Yo, the Grizzlies, they've been looking like absolute beasts right now. On a tear, doing their thing. So, yeah, the Grizzlies, I don't know, man. They looking like young contenders.
Mm.
They're looking like young contenders, like if they can keep this up. But, it's early. They new to this. Let's see, as the season wanes down, let's see if they can still, keep the same vigor and consistency. So, but I do like the Memphis Grizzlies.
And especially after the All-Star break.
After the All-Star break. Listen, the Nets, when they can have Kyrie in away games, they look really good.
Oh, speaking of Kyrie, Chris, how you like that your Duke boys getting back together?
Oh, you talking about Cam and RJ?
Uh-huh.
Well, listen, RJ,
I
love RJ. I love RJ.
I like that.
Cam,
Phil Plummer can't stand RJ Barrett.
I love RJ Barrett. I've always been an RJ Barrett fan. You know what I mean? Like, contrary to popular belief, when it was Cam, RJ, and Zion, RJ was our most consistent player because Zion was always out.
Like he is now.
Like he is now. But, I like it, but at the same time, Cam was never my favorite because Cam was out even more than Zion sometimes. So, I want these brothers to be healthy and play. Let me see what you got. But, I'm glad he gets to reunite with his
Cam
brothers.
has done differently since I say midseason last year in Atlanta. Cam has been a different animal. I think the Knicks won with this move. I mean, it's clear what Atlanta is trying to do. They're trying to get Ben Simmons bad. You know what I'm saying?
True,
but I think this is a great move for Cam and a great move for RJ too. I think the Knicks, this is a solid team move that's going to help them because Cam, if you look at his last 10, 15 games with the Hawks, that boy been on one. And I think
he's a shooter.
Yeah.
He can defend, and Cam is a legit 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
But they still got Tibbs as coach.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be their Achilles heel.
You know
what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But in terms of the move, I think the move was great. And I think Atlanta is going all in.
Knicks
gotta be if you're trying to trade Cam for Solomon Hill. Solomon Hill been in the league 56 years.
Thank you.
Solomon Hill been on every NBA team.
I was about to say he been on every team there was. Scarlett, I remember him when it was NBA Inside Stuff.
Exactly.
He was on highlights. God damn. He is like Perry Ellis from Kansas. Remember Perry Ellis from Kansas?
Perry Ellis was on the Kansas Jayhawks for 15 years. I ain't even lying.
Fair.
I ain't even lying.
Yo,
when he got here, he had full hair. When he left,
he still got a year left.
Yo, fair.
He still got a year left.
Perry Ellis was on Kansas Jayhawks since damn Wilt Chamberlain. I said, God, how is he still here? Damn, Derek Coleman left and he's still here. They came in
every year. It's like, damn, Perry, you ain't going to the league yet.
Nah, man, I love college so much, man. They said if you like it, stick with it. Like, damn, Fair, get your ass out of here, man. Damn. But yeah, but that's who. I mean, look, New York. I know y'all ain't gonna do it, but just say it. Like we already know that y'all getting rid of Tibbs soon, but just heard me get Mark Jackson in there. So
I don't know if that. First of all, I know it ain't gonna be Mark Jackson, and second of all, I don't know that it's true that they're gonna get rid of Tibbs.
I know. Listen, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
The crazy thing is, like they had to make a move like this because the other thing is Tibbs got a lot of egg on his face right now because he foobarred that whole Kimba thing, right?
Yep.
So this is one of those things that the Knicks management is trying to do to kind of make fans forget that because the Knicks were clearly a better team with Kimba starting, Derek coming off the bench. And again, the press to have Maxey play as much as he is, and even Alex Burks was different. Just because you like big guards, like pause, Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, what about winning basketball? I think that's what a lot of people are taking a back seat to. But I don't know, man. This NBA season feels weird.
Yes.
It feels very weird.
Very much so. Very
Like
very much
even
so.
when I turned the game on the other night, and I was like, damn, Milwaukee is cooking Golden State.
Fam.
And I was saying to myself, I was like, all right, yeah, a couple threes, they hit a run, and I'm like, nah. But then here's the other thing, right? They get blown out like that, and they can always say from Golden State's perspective is we're trying to work Clay back. We don't have Dre. It's whatever. And then look what they turn around and do to a solid Chicago team.
Oh, they just beat the brakes off of them.
So it's like
They beat them worse than the Nets did.
so that's what I'm saying. It's like you could question Golden State one night, but then turn around and say, damn, look what at least they gave it right back. So at least I know they got it in the tank that they can give it right back. So it's just weird though, man. We don't know what's gonna happen. And the big thing about Brooklyn that, like Chris said, when Kyrie's on, they look great. And then the report came out is that basically if Brooklyn wants to play him every game, all they got to do is they would be fined a total of $68,000 for the remainder of the season.
Oh my God!
Say that one more time.
They would be fined for him to play all games. They would be fined a total of $68,000 for the remainder of the season.
I thought that's only for if he played home games for the playoffs. So if every game if the playoffs started tomorrow and he was to play every game and get the fine and every game went 7 games, it'll be $68,000. But I need to just update you on the current news. The NBA came out and said there will be no fines, that the NBA is going to acknowledge every state's rule about playing, and they will not let Kyrie play, even if the Brooklyn Nets want to pay the fine. They said there will be no fine paying.
Wow.
So they just did that today. Adam Silver and the crew, they said they are upholding all state and local sanctions on COVID and vaccination statuses. So no, he is not going to be able to get past that. So he is going to have to either wait for this alleged Moderna vegan shot, or he's going to have to get a real shot if he want to play home game.
You said Moderna vegan shot?
I believe it's Moderna is coming out with a plant-based shot vaccine. Plant-based vaccine. Yeah.
Or he gonna call Al Harrington and them from Biola and say, didn't y'all read the CDC report yesterday that people that smoke can't get it? Drug test me.
Right. Get
so I do like how the NBA stepped in and like, no. We ain't letting y'all do that.
Yeah.
We ain't letting y'all do that.
Are the Lakers playing in Brooklyn anytime soon?
They got to have one game there because Brooklyn already went to LA, so they got to be going to Brooklyn at some point. Probably after All-Star break.
Shouts out to LeBron for making this happen, yo. Shouts out to my guys, yo. He said nah. Hell no, Kyrie. He said hell no, Kyrie. Nah, fuck that. Y'all ain't paying no fines. Nah, hell no, you ain't playing. Hell no. Nah, hell no, you ain't gonna be doing this to us and Russ playing the way he doing. Nah, hell no. Hell no.
Yo, man, y'all gotta stop blaming Russ, yo.
Listen, I'm not blaming Russ, but the way he jacking up them careless shots is just
disgusting. Yo, whatever, y'all better talk to AD. Whatever he keep getting reevaluated.
Oh, you talking about street clothes?
Yo, that's his new nickname, Street Clothes.
Come on, Street Clothes. Charles Barkley called him Street Clothes. Because every time I see me in Street Clothes. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, the problem is, Russ was brought in there to be able to get you them games against Sacramento on a Tuesday night. And now he's going 2 for 15 against Sacramento on Tuesday night. It's a problem.
Yo, this shit's comic rock. Listen, I mean, I'm not blaming him for everything.
No,
fam,
you can blame him for most of it.
Yes, watching the game, I'm like, yo, this shit is hard. It's like he looks like a kid out of play. He just pitched. He just throw the up. He like Russ. Come on, man. At least try to play some defense. Like yo, he don't even care at this point. It's like yo, listen, if I don't make my first 2 shots, I don't give a damn. Everybody dying. And Russ, you can't do that, yo. You can't do that. You cannot do that. And the Lakers don't have a coach that can be like, nah, you ain't doing that because whatever. But yeah, Russ, man, please, Russ, talk to your boy, man, because he wasn't this bad in OKC, man.
Yo, we on the phone right now, yo. I got you.
Please, man, talk to that man.
You know what? Every time I see him jacking up and missing, I go, "This is why Kevin left him, man." Kevin's like, "I can't do this shit, yo. I can't do this shit."
You see LeBron, like, give me the goddamn ball, yo. Move, man, move. And somebody was like, well, LeBron playing for self. He just being selfish right now. I say, yo, are you watching the game? Like, he has no choice. He has no choice right at this point. Like, he don't want to be doing all he's doing, but he has no choice. Man.
He was who we thought he was.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, Chris. I ain't think it was gonna be this bad, though. I ain't think it was gonna be this bad.
Well, everybody who knew basketball was like, I don't know how Russ and LeBron gonna play together.
I know.
Don't seem like it could work. They probably should get Buddy Hield instead. Nope, they got Russ. Well, there you go. I told everybody the AARP team wasn't going to do it.
Nah, sure enough ain't.
Melo still got some juice in him. He got 30 minutes tonight of juice in him. You know who ain't in them sheets when he get home, right? Lala. He ain't in there no more. He ain't in there. Honey Nut Cheerios ain't in there no more.
Oh my God!
He was straight Frosted Flakes, huh?
Oh, the cornflakes. He cornflakes.
Shit, the White Howard don't even got Tia Cooper with her no more. She with Alvin Kamara.
Shout out to Alvin Kamara for that move, yo.
Damn.
Shout out to the man Alvin Kamara for that, yo. And by the way, shout out to Tia Cooper. She got a Barbie doll after her that look.
Oh, they just be switching up these chicks, huh? Okay, all right.
Yeah, nah, shout out to Tia Cooper. And, I just want to give a quick shout out because you shouted him out earlier, David Bakhtiari, for coming back to the Packers. So I just want to congratulate his wife because, shout out to David Bakhtiari's wife. David got him a sister. Shout out.
And since we're doing shout out to Dirk, man, who been holding it down with the aluminum foil plates almost every game, man. Come on now.
Yo, and I was, when he got inducted years old, when he got the memorial at Dallas, I didn't know his wife was a black Swedish lady.
You didn't
I didn't even know they have black people in Sweden.
Man, they got black people everywhere, man.
You crazy.
Everywhere.
I said, she got Viking blood in her? My Lord.
But and she like 6'2".
I mean,
yeah, she ain't short either.
I mean, she's Swedish, so I mean, they're pretty tall up there. Listen, but she's still keeping her African ways with the aluminum foil. You know what I mean? So, shouts out to her. Shouts out to her. Fellas, man, you know what? Great show. I think we touched a lot of topics. And I don't know if you guys are free Sunday morning. I would love to do our DSTM radio.
Shut the fuck up.
I would love to do that.
Talking about some Sunday morning. What's this look like?
You scared?
What's this look like?
It looks like Sunday morning.
Yeah, nigga, I'm asleep.
Nah, because I already told you what to do. Chill one, listen.
Nah,
man. It is.
Man.
And this part of the show was brought to you by Blue Chew. Blue Chew, ladies and gentlemen, will get you to where you need to go.
Damn. Well, listen, fellas. Great show as always, man. And shouts out to everybody that tuned in, everybody that will tune in. We appreciate y'all. But before we go, man, we got to give our deacon, not deaconess, the deacon, Deshaun Aloquacious Rucker of Say Word. But he already gave us the same word for the week.
Hey, had to get that out of the way early, son. Early.
I'm just saying. I mean, we can go with that if you want to.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's word. That's word.
That was a sermon right there, boy.
As my young dudes from LA say, that's on Crip.
On God.
Word. Go ahead, Ruck. What you got for us?
Yo, you are so stupid.
I ain't
bro.
do nothing.
You are dumb, man.
Yo, listen, I was gonna read what you wrote. Cause I
don't read that. My mama watched this show.
Okay. All right.
Yo, she's still heavy-handed. Don't read that. Y'all seen her. Nah, don't do that.
I gotta go by
people. So like we doing Say Word, man. One of the things that I'm learning this year in 2022 is, it's gonna be on me. So with that being said, this week's Say Word is don't be upset with the results that you didn't get from the work that you didn't put in.
My God.
Don't be upset with the results that you did not get from the work that you did not put in. Get to work, people. What you want is solely on you. Get to work. Let's go.
Here we go. Well, on that note, fellas, I appreciate y'all as always. I'm your boy Professional. Well, thanks again for tuning to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
There you go.
I'm your boy Professional Sutton.
Your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, Jersey.
The real Say Word is if you can make her laugh and giggle, then you can make the ass clap and jiggle. Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jersey.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.